So I'm jumping right on him. Start with Mike Hilton out of the Cincinnati Bengals. He is a physical player, like I said. A little smaller, but plays much bigger than his height and weight shows up. He can blitz. He can cover. He can tackle. He can do all the things. He was great in Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh didn't retain him. He ended up moving on to Cincinnati and made some big plays for him leading up to the Super Bowl. Number 4 on my list, Chauncey Gardner Johnson down there in New Orleans. He's kind of like the Draymond Green of the NFL. I mean, he knows how to get in guys' head. We've seen guys punch him. We've seen him get in Tom Brady's face, pointing fingers, smack talking the GOAT. And two of his 3 interceptions last year actually came off the GOAT, Tom Brady. So he's a great player to have in your secondary. Just like Draymond, you hate to play against him, but you love him when he's on your team. Number 3, a guy that's looking for a bounce-back season, Marlon Humphrey. We've been talking about the Ravens a lot. He is a versatile corner, can play outside, but can go up there and match up inside and mix it up. And he's not, he doesn't have as many interceptions as some of the guys on this list, but what he does better than anybody else is the peanut punch. He'll punch that ball out, he'll turn it over. The Ravens are actually 11-1 when Marlon Humphrey forces a turnover. I'm sure he'll bounce back next year and have a much better year like he's been having his entire career. Number 2 on the list, Jalen Ramsey, Super Bowl champion Jalen Ramsey, former top 5 pick, one of the highest paid corners in the league. For this reason, he can match up with your best receiver on the outside. He can match up with your best receiver on the inside. He can blitz. He can tackle. He set his career high in tackles last year. Also his career high in tackle for losses last year. And like I said, he's a Super Bowl champ now. So most likely a Hall of Famer, one of my favorite slot defenders in the league. But to top this list, there can only be one, and that's Kenny Moore down there in Indy, one of my former teammates. I was with him as a young guy. I would say I taught him everything he knows, but that would be a lie. Because son, he can do something I could never do, and that's blitz, get to the quarterback, make more tackles in the run game, but he also turns the ball over at a high clip at the slot defender position. 11 interceptions in the last 4 years. That's almost double the guy that's at number 2. That's a household name, the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. So Kenny Moore tops this list. And Chris Ballard. I've been talking about Jim Irsay, Chris Ballard. I've been in people's pockets, and that's against the law in the locker room. But pay this man, Kenny Moore. But that's my list. Kenny Moore, Jalen Ramsey, Marlon Humphrey, Chauncey Gardner Johnson, and Mike Hilton at the all-important slot defender position.
All right, that is
Kyle,
a passion project for you, Darius. I can tell you care about each one of them. I got to go to number 4, as the camera always does, as the IR always does. Gartner Johnson, you said it, the second you hear that name, if you're paying attention right now, you just think of him as an antagonist, as sort of one of these Cortland Finnegan types who can just really piss people off. That's great, and it's fun to watch for us. Is the game really there, though? Because this is not a list of the top 5 most antagonizing players. It is the best at that position. Is the game back up all that noise, Darius?
Oh, the game is there for sure. And he's cut a little, physically, he's a little different. He's a little longer, a little bigger than the typical slot defender, but he can beat you up. He's physical. That's a great secondary, a great unit that Dennis Allen has out there, and he's one of the key cogs there. Missed some time last year with some injury, but yeah, the game is definitely there. And these are my favorite 5. These are my favorite 5 going into this season who I expect to perform at the top of the league this year.
When I woke up today, I said, I hope there's a Cortland Finnegan reference on the show today. So did Andre Johnson. And Kyle, thank you very much for delivering. One other name I would add to the list. He missed some time last year with a shoulder injury, but Jonathan Jones from the Patriots. He's won a couple of Super Bowls there. He's a highly valued member of that defense, your old team, Darius. Jonathan Jones, one who now healthy, bouncing back. Look for him again to probably make the top 5 list next year.
Love Jones.
Darius, why wasn't Tyrann Mathieu on that list? He's one of the most versatile slot defenders. And Next Gen, I believe, had him number 1 over the last 4 years. Why wasn't the Honey Badger in that top 5 list there?
Honey Badger could have definitely made this list. I didn't put him there. He's a safety. I kind of said, let me stick with my corner, show some love to this group. But Honey Badger could definitely be on this list. Like I mentioned when I was talking about Kenny Moore, he's second as far as interceptions from that slot position with 6 over the last 4 years. Playmaker, the smartest guy on the field when he's on the field. He's going to make a huge impact back at home in New Orleans.